Hello everyone, and welcome to another edition of What's on My Desk. Today's episode is going to be something with a bit of a different theme, and the theme for today is which watch would you choose? The reason I came up with this is one of my sales guys, Adrian, came up to me as 3 of these watches came in this morning and said, "Hey Ron, which one would you choose? Which one would you want to wear? If you had to choose one out of the 3, which one would you take?" So what came in this morning? The AP Concept Gmt in white. This is going to be a second appearance for this guy on this series. The RM35 Ultimate Edition TPT, and the Audemars Piguet Ceramic Perpetual. Now, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put the 3 side by side just to kind of give you an opening shot, just so you see what it is that I'm choosing from, and then I'll tell you a little bit about these watches. So here are the 3 pieces side by side. Kind of looks like an Oreo cookie. Now ask yourself a question. Which would you wear? Now, why did I bring up these 3 pieces to choose from this morning? Well, a few reasons. Number one, all 3 of them literally came in this morning. 2 out of the 3 already sold. 1 should be sold probably by the time I finish taping this episode, because I just put it on my Instagram this morning. But another reason I decided to choose between 3 is because they all actually trade around the same price. Your white Concept GMTs trades today at around $170,000. The RM35 Ultimate Edition trades at about the same. And the Ceramic Perpetual trades at slightly less, anywhere from $145,000 to $150,000 today. So those are 2 reasons really why I decided to choose the 3. Plus, I happen to like every single one of them. And if I had to choose one, when Adrian asked me that question, I was kind of stumped. I said, well, which one would I choose? So I decided to come on here and maybe get some of you guys' input. Let me start with the white Concept GMT. Now, you've seen this guy before. I've showed it in the episode before. Let me get you a quick close-up on it. Now, I am biased. Why am I biased on this watch? It's because, well, one of my favorite APs out there is the original Concept Alacrite. And this is exactly the same exact watch, minus the dynamograph. Same shape, same size, same type of movement, same type of look. Now, I guess if I had to say, why would I take this watch over the other 2 today, I would probably say season. We're going into springtime. We're going into summertime. And this would be the ultimate summer toy. Now, of course, it'll set you back $170,000 for this toy, but nevertheless, this would be the watch I would wear in the summer. I know it sounds a little bit conceited. Boy, you're going to choose a watch based on the fact that it's white and the fact that it's summertime. Well, everything is relative, and for those that have everything, why not have a $170,000 summer watch? Next, I'm going to talk about the AP Ceramic Perpetual. Now, this watch has done something that Audemars Piguets have not done in a while, and that this is a watch that trades at almost double its retail value, and it's not a limited edition. It is a limited production for boutiques only. And the line for this watch is probably a year long if you're lucky enough to get one of these. Rumor has it they're only going to produce about 150 of these over the next couple of years. But that's just a rumor. Nobody really knows. And if you ask anyone from Audemars Piguet and they tell you in the boutique this is how many they're making, they're lying to you, because they don't know. Only AP headquarters will know how many of these will be produced. I don't know. Nobody knows. All I know is that this watch is impossible to get and everybody wants it, and this is why. Look at this gorgeous watch. And I apologize, it actually has plastic all over it. This is kind of how it came in. And I just don't feel like unwrapping this whole thing, but you can still clearly see the watch from here. Audemars Piguet Perpetual movement, all black ceramic watch. I don't have much to say about this watch, with the exception of the fact that it's extremely light, it's extremely comfortable on the wrist, and it is drop dead gorgeous. What makes it more desirable is the fact that you can't have it. The fact that this watch retails for $95,200 and sells for almost $150,000, damn near double its retail price. I think that simple fact makes it that much more desirable. And collectors out there are going apeshit over this thing. So why would I choose this over the Concept, considering this is a Tourbillon? This is a Tourbillon GMT, very complicated watch. Much higher retail than this guy. Well, I gotta tell you, I love the way this watch looks. And again, I'm a sucker for gimmicks. And the gimmick today is you can't get this thing. And when you can't get something, you really, really want it. And this is why people are paying $145,000 to $150,000 to get this watch on their wrist today. Last but not least, I'm gonna talk about the RM35 TPT or NTPT Ultimate Edition. Let's see. Now, at a first glance, this watch looks like the Baby and the Doll, but done in TPT. Same exact watch, same exact movement. The only difference between this and the Baby and the Doll, the original Nadal, was the fact that this is TPT carbon material, where the original Baby and the Doll was just the black carbon. Solid back, same deployment buckle, even the same exact strap. But guess what? This is not the Baby and the Doll. Well, I guess I should tell you what the Baby and the Doll is. It's the very first RM35. They came out and it was made for Rafael Nadal, the famous tennis player, as you all know. And they got the name Baby and the Doll only after they came out with the subsequent versions of the RM35 for Rafael Nadal, because they were bigger cases. And therefore, the original Baby and the Doll got the nickname Baby and the Doll. Now, this watch is now made in the case of the Baby and the Doll, and the key difference again is the TPT. And TPT or NTPT is the buzzword you hear around Richard Mille. And TPT stands for North Thin Ply Technologies. It's a company in Switzerland that signed an exclusive contract to only make these ultra lightweight cases for Richard Mille watches. Just some background information. Now, I keep referring to the Baby and the Doll case. Well, this watch actually cannot be called the Baby and the Doll, and the reason for that is because this was made for another brand ambassador back in 2017 named Alexis Pinatrot. Let's call him Alex P. Anyway, so Alex P was like a 19-time or 20-time World Cup winner alpine skier. Pretty kick-ass guy. He's been a brand partner with Richard Mille since like 2014, and back then he was actually wearing the original Baby and the Doll, as you can see in this picture. And then in 2017, SIHA said, you know what, we're gonna make the Ultimate Edition RM35 NTPT, and we're gonna make a limited edition of 35 pieces, and we're gonna honor our guy, Alex P. So now, why would I choose this guy over Concept Gmt and over the Ceramic Perpetual? Well, before I go that route, kind of the same fate as the Ceramic Perpetual. This trades a heck of a lot over its original retail price. This thing originally came out at 130,000 retail approximately. I don't know what the Swiss conversion was at the time. Today, this watch trades around the same time as this guy, around 165, 170,000. Pretty crazy, isn't it? Why? Supply and demand. They made 35 of these. Personally, why would I take this particular watch outside the fact that you can't get it anywhere? Well, it's its weight and its comfort on the wrist. Check this out. Happen to have a jeweler scale handy. Go figure. So let's throw this guy up on the scale. If you guys have to guess, what do you figure this thing weighs? 44 grams. Let me put that in perspective for you. Here's the Perpetual at 130 grams, 3 times the weight. Here's the GMT Concept, 150 grams. Well, let's put it in a better perspective. Let's bring this guy out, the AP brick on a bracelet. Let's see what this thing weighs. 321 grams. This thing damn near weighs a pound, which is why it's nicknamed the Pounder. This thing weighs 44 grams. You know what that translates to? Extreme, extreme comfort on the wrist. Whether you're skiing, alpine skiing, whether you're playing tennis or playing golf, you can wear this thing, you won't even feel it on your wrist. The downside, of course, if you lose it, you won't know about it either. Now here comes the tough part. Which one would I choose if I only had to have one? First and foremost, I'm gonna ask every one of you that's watching this video to actually comment below and tell me which one you would choose and why, preferably, because I would really enjoy to read that and get your opinion. But now it's time for me to make a decision. Now, I'll be honest with you, I'm still having as tough of a time now as I was this morning trying to choose which I'm gonna wear. I guess the easiest way to start is process of elimination. So the very first watch I'm going to eliminate out of the 3 out of this mix is going to be the Richard Mille. Why the Richard Mille? Beautiful watch, super light, super comfortable to wear. Love the way it looks, love the TPT technology behind it, but I'm still a diehard Audemars fan, so I'm now down to 2 Audemars Piguet. And if I'm going to choose between the 2, I'm gonna have to definitely say I'm going to go with, drum roll please, I'm gonna go with the new Ceramic Perpetual in black. Two reasons. Number one, out of all the concepts, I like the Alucard Concept Gmt, which I showed you earlier. I will not wear a white watch in the winter because I live in Philadelphia. We have the Four Seasons, and this is definitely a summer watch, a Miami watch, maybe an LA watch. Plus, honestly, I would make this thing so dirty in a matter of 2 months that I would just kill this watch. The Ceramic Perpetual, again, appeals to me for number one, for the fact that you can't have it. When you can't have something, you want it. I don't care if it's a painting, I don't care if it's a limited edition AP, I don't care if it's a limited edition car. If there's something out there that you want and you can't get, it makes you want it that much more, and this is that ultimate AP today out of the entire lineup. Number two, it is titanium, so it's extremely comfortable to wear, and this watch is also very light. I think earlier I said it's 120 grams or something. That's really, really light, and that's really, really comfortable. And last but not least, I absolutely love the way this watch looks. Look at it on the wrist, 1 second. Oh, look at that. Perfect fit, not too big, not too small. I mean, I would have to take a couple links out anyway, but extremely comfortable, extremely light, and actually very legible for an all black watch. Okay, so I want to thank you once again for joining me on another edition of What's on My Desk. Do comment below. I would love to hear your comments as to which watch you would choose and what your thoughts are on the three pieces that I showed you today. As always, if you like this video, don't forget to hit the like button. If you're not subscribed to my channel, hit the subscribe button. And I'll see you guys next time for more watch reviews and other videos.